Welcome to episode 9 of April Anger 2025, the annual Amiibo tournament where we put all the Amiibo against each other to see which one is the best. We're down to the final 4, which means that these matches are going to be the best of 3. Our first match is going to be Ganondorf against Donkey Kong. For anyone who's confused, best of 3 means that the first person to win 2 matches wins and moves on. And so if somebody wins the first 2 matches in a row, then we don't bother with the third because the winner's already decided. So it's a maximum total of 3 matches. I don't know how many matches it's going to be. You probably do, because I guess you can just skip ahead in the video and see what it is. But that's the consequence of watching it in YouTube video format. Ganondorf up-tilting away from Donkey Kong at the ledge. If he was pointing at Donkey Kong, it might have actually, been useful. But instead it was not. Both characters just missing. Ganondorf went for a down smash there, but first of all, the move was too slow. And second of all, thank you, Ganondorf, for just showing it off. The first hitbox comes out in front of him, so it was doubly too slow because it really wasn't going to hit Donkey Kong there. Donkey Kong going not deep. Instead, he retreats back to the stage. Not a bad decision. Down tilts Ganondorf off stage. Only gets 1 hit of the slap, though. I'm not sure if Donkey Kong's hand slap move actually has an official name. It's one of his signature moves, even though you hardly ever see him do it in most games that, aside from Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze, where they sort of seem to remember that that was a move he does. In the first game, you play as Donkey Kong. It's not a very great move. Like, you can use it and get bananas and coins and collectibles, which is cool. And if you hit stuff, you get a banana out of them. But other than that, you can just forget the move exists. You don't need it for anything. The game doesn't even tell you. Donkey Kong able to grab the ledge after that. Ganondorf goes for a grab on a falling Donkey Kong. Not sure how he was expecting to get that one. Up tilt? Nope, he's getting hit for that. His bad habits are finally coming to haunt him. Goes for a neutral air. It's actually one of Ganondorf's better moves for edge guarding with, and he gets the back end of Donkey Kong from the wrong side. Donkey Kong trying to end it with a down special again. Hand slap, I think it might be called. Ganondorf with another up tilt, but Donkey Kong just rolls through it. It's one of those tendencies that I love to try to train out of the Amiibo, but I can't ever, and Ganondorf gets a footstool and a tech, so we're down to the last stock. Ganondorf is definitely at kill %, so it might not be a long last stock, but it is possible. And Donkey Kong ending the game once again with a forward air off stage. However, because this is best of 3, we still have at least 1 more match to go. Alright, second match of Ganondorf against Donkey Kong. Gonna be on Smashville for this one. Ganondorf starting with an up throw instead of the combo throw. A little interesting. Ganondorf finally learning how to avoid Donkey Kong's perpetual up tilts. Last match he kept getting hit by a whole bunch in a row, which, as a heavy character, you just have to deal with. He lands a raw, reversed Warlock punch on Donkey Kong, who was a little too reckless and got too close. I want to say that you'll never get that on a real player, but sometimes you just do. Although you usually get a little bit more trickery in there, waiting for your opponent to commit to something they really shouldn't have. Ganondorf using down air to escape Donkey Kong's up air. You don't want to get hit by multiple of those, they do a lot of damage, and the knockback really starts adding up really quick. Donkey Kong gets Ganondorf off stage with the forward air, not even getting the spike hitbox. Which some of you might not even realize, Donkey Kong's forward air does have a spike hitbox. It's not even too hard to hit, but Donkey Kong always hits the upper part of it for some reason. Ganondorf running in. Ganondorf's very slow, so it's pretty telegraphed. Granted, Donkey Kong isn't one of the fastest characters, but considering that he's an enormous ape, he's actually a lot faster than you'd think. Back air, sending Ganondorf off stage. Donkey Kong goes way too high. Ganondorf goes past the ledge. That's probably good because he didn't have ledge invincibility. Indecision strikes and he gets hit by Donkey Kong. Back throw was actually able to take it, not even a cargo throw. Donkey Kong just stood there and took the raw up tilt. Ganondorf hitting with a forward smash. The only notes I have on that is that if you hit with a Warlock Punch, that actually helps the scaling of your other moves. But he got the kill. And I'm pretty sure there is a damage threshold where forward smash might have more knockback than Warlock Punch. I'm not entirely sure. It would be kind of specific, just because of the intricacies of fixed knockback, base knockback, scaling knockback, all the different kinds of knockback in Smash Brothers. Turns out a lot has to happen under the hood to make this game function. Both characters grab the ledge, get on stage, and Ganondorf makes the approach. Gets swatted by an up tilt and a couple up airs. Sent off stage by Donkey Kong, recovering past the ledge again. I'm not sure if that was a conscious choice on Ganondorf's part, but he did get the hit. Forward air from the wrong side of stage. Ganondorf's able to live. Both characters double jump from ledge again after grabbing it. I'd have 2 nickels. And an up air is enough to kill Ganondorf. That means that Donkey Kong has won 2 games, which is enough to win the best out of 3. You're going to be seeing him in the finals. And here we have Bowser against Kirby Smash Brothers. That does mean that Kirby is the only lightweight character left in the bracket, which is currently otherwise filled up with heavyweights. So good luck to Kirby. Not that heavyweights are somehow superior, but in the Amiibo tournament, they always do well. The worst heavyweights do at worst average. Just due to the way that Amiibo happened, they don't have all the best combos optimized or anything, so you want to be hitting your opponent for a lot more damage. Either that or find a way to hit them a lot more consistently. Kirby able to get the spike on Bowser. Bowser's not able to recover from that. His recovery is horizontal, not vertical. Kirby getting some really good hits on Bowser, actually. He's already dealt 54%, lapped him in percentage. Goes for the second down air, not able to get it, but he doesn't get punished either, which is not too bad for a move that could have potentially won you the game. Kirby not getting hit by that forward smash. Bowser learning that up tilt is a great way to deal with people who are floating just out of reach. Well, usually just above your head. Kirby goes for a very high down air, put him in a risky spot, but Bowser didn't punish him for it. And Kirby loses his first stock off the side of the stage. Already dealt almost 100 to Bowser, though. Up smash, not enough to kill him. Bowser's the heaviest character in the game. Up smash, not enough to kill Bowser. Bowser's the heaviest character in the game. No, that wasn't an audio bug. It just happened twice in a row. One hit of forward air, not going to be enough. Kirby almost auto-healing back to full, and there it is. Just as he gets thrown, a back air is actually enough to kill Bowser there. Kirby with almost no damage to speak of. Raw up smash on Bowser, and he actually gets it. Hits him with the side special too. Bowser is just really off of his game here. Kirby is just demolishing him. Kirby's not normally like this. I mean, obviously he's won every match to get here in the tournament, but if you've seen any of the previous years, this is not how most of Kirby's matches go. Rolls twice, gets up tilted for it. Bowser sends Kirby off stage. Forward air, not enough to kill this time. Kirby goes for a down air, not enough. Bowser actually curves wide to get back to the ledge without risking being in the range of one of Kirby's aerials. Down air, high enough up that Bowser's able to recover. Forward tilt near the ledge is enough to kill Kirby again. But Bowser's at kill percentage. Up smash, not quite enough to kill him. Bowser needs to make something happen now. And then he got up smashed. Kirby takes this game. Alright, match 2, Bowser against Kirby. Kirby Smash Brothers. To use the full title. Gonna be on Kalos this time. Bowser gets the tech roll through Kirby's forward air. That's impressive because Bowser has a pretty bad tech roll, one of the weaknesses of the character. Mostly because Bowser is so large, it's hard for him to get out of the way of anything in time. And there's definitely not enough invincibility for him to just get off scot-free. Kirby starts the up air train, only gets 2 of them, gets forward aired out of it. Bowser just lays on Kirby, sends him off stage. Kirby gets a down air. Bowser's able to recover, learning from his mistakes. Kirby's neutral air actually hit Bowser out of his move. That's even more impressive because some of Bowser's moves have armor on it. Well, actually, I need to rephrase that because Bowser actually has a special passive called Tough Guy, where he already has light armor just always. I don't exactly remember how the diagram tree works between his smash attacks and his tilt attacks and his Tough Guy armor. Forward throw is enough to kill Kirby off the side of the stage. Grabs Bowser, up throw on a platform, not enough to kill. Bowser's just too heavy a character. Kirby goes for an in. Kirby's forward smash hits Bowser when he's on the ledge. I didn't know it could do that. Kirby with the down air to down smash special. And avoiding getting hit by the forward smash again. You do need to worry about Bowser's forward smash, because first of all, his legs have invincibility. Which, it sounds bad, but it's worse than you think. Because if you hit something that's invincible, you get all of the hit lag from it, and you don't deal any damage. Whereas intangibility, you merely pass through whatever is intangible. So when you think about it, anybody who holds a sword, unless there's a case I don't know about, their sword always has intangibility. Because it would be weird if you could punch someone in the sword and they'd flinch. But invincibility, your attacks bounce off of them and it leaves you even more exposed. So once Bowser starts his forward smash, trying to attack it head-on is a pretty bad idea. Especially since if you're attacking it, you're usually within range. Also, Bowser does a pretty big jump for the move itself. So even if you have a character with a long disjoint, there's still a good chance you could get hit by it, even still. Kirby doing a great job of catching Bowser, who's just trying to get his feet on the ground. Bowser's having a real hard time with doing that. Kirby goes dangerously high. And he manages to work it out in the end. Sends Bowser to the other platform. Up smash. Not enough to kill Bowser. Back air's enough to kill Kirby. Again, both characters are on their final stock, and Bowser has over 100%. And since Kirby is just a wizard at landing these up smashes, that one was a down smash, but he can get the... No, he actually couldn't get that spike on Bowser. Bowser gets the tech, but Kirby goes for the up smash instead of the down air. It comes out slower, which means the timing is enough to hit Bowser. Kirby takes that match. You're going to be seeing him in the finals. Until then, bye.